Bonjour everyone! I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to the final building episode of Building a Simple Park. I know guys, we've come a long way since the, 9th of October I think it was when we started the series. Last time we finished the mine train and the log flume, and now it's time for, basically the finishing touches of everything in the park, which is this absolutely amazing dark ride that I've made for you guys, because making a dark ride is kind of being not being a developer as in you're developing a game, but it kind of feels that way. You're designing a game for your guests and the people that are going to visit your park, and that's something that I've always wanted to try. I actually did try that in back in Marvelous Realms with the Death Guard. Unfortunately, as you guys know, Marvelous Realms didn't end up happening because of the limitations we have on console. But still, this was something that I've always wanted to do and that I really like doing with the targets and the point system and the balancing of it all. I think it's a really fun way to experience Blanco, and I hope you guys will like that. You will have to let me know in the comments, because when you're seeing this video, I'm currently recording it the Saturday before, not before you see the video, but today is Saturday I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm lost in time, but anyway, that's not the weekend you're seeing the video, this is the weekend before. Point is, on Friday there has been for you guys a spotlight by Iron Matty. I will probably do a community post once that is uploaded or that is premiering. So yeah, I'm really excited to see that in the future for me and in the past for you guys. This is again a weird timeline thing, but yeah, the point is the full spotlight has been released, and so you will have for the first time the eyes of someone that is exterior to the building of the park, tour the park, and it's pretty exciting. I really want to see what Matty has to say about Simple Park. It's so exciting, especially because I have him twice in the park. I have him once with Miner Matty's tank engine, of course the Matty's mining company as well, and I also have his animatronic next to Christy with the little waterfront behind Jones Water Company, with Scott Boogie Gaming and Corvus as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what Matty has to say. So yeah, you guys will, thanks to that spotlight, I've moved a little bit forward. Forward or backwards? I think it's forwards. Anyway, I've now released the park, so the park is now yours. You guys can now go see the park, and that's why at first this speed build, I didn't know that Matty was going to spotlight the park so soon, and therefore I didn't record the whole building of the dark ride, which, by the way, it would have taken forever, guys. This whole episode, everything I'm making in this episode, like you've just seen right now, the whole terrain thing of the dark ride and everything that has popped up in a second, because basically I didn't record that. But honestly, thank God that I didn't, because otherwise we would have had something like a 40 minutes episode for the 14th episode. So yeah, basically this whole project that you're seeing right there has taken me 3 weeks. I've started it on the 22nd of December and I've ended it on the 12th of January. So yeah, that's about 3 weeks. I don't know, I've never really been good at math, but you can do the math. You're good at math, right? Anyway, so yeah, that was a really big project, and I think I'm going to work like that in the future, but not with time lapses, because time lapses is a really not a hard thing to do, but a really long process that you guys might not even like in the end, because that's kind of hard to watch, let's be honest. I've slowed it down a few episodes ago, like literally 7 episodes ago, I think. No, 6 actually. But yeah, it's still not the case. So with the next series, once that comes out, I don't know when, honestly, because there are so much more projects, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, with the next series, so that'll be Explorer's Landing, building Explorer's Landing to be precise. With that, I will work with updates to, well, try another format, because that speed build format was really great for Simple Park, because I had really, simple things to make, things that don't take a lot of time, and so that really was good to fit that into a speed build. But with Explorer's Landing, that's not gonna be how I work. That's just gonna be big chunks of projects that I do at once, and so that's why I want to work with updates, even though this will mean that I will have to plan it more in advance, and that I will have to what was I saying? I had another word in mind. I'm so sorry. I'm losing my words tonight. It's so late here. It's like 11 p.m. and it's almost 11 p.m. when you'll see that thing. But yeah, point is, I'm losing myself again. Yeah, and also I have other projects on the way, because there has been a not a dark ride contest, but a shooting ride contest, which is ironic because this episode is about a shooting ride and everything that's around it and covering it. And so when I was building it, the shooting dark ride contest that I've been asking for so long, and that so many of my friends were asking for so long as well, is finally happening, and I've got such a cool story to tell with that dark ride. So far, you've only seen a glimpse at what I can do story-wise. Like, what is good with this shooting ride with Mind Blasters? I need to start calling it Mind Blasters instead of the shooting ride, because that's what its name is. It's Mind Blasters. The thing with Mind Blasters is that it tells a really loose story that we'll see in the showcase part of the video, because now I can spoil you guys now that you've seen Maddie's Spotlight and that you've hopefully played with the park a little bit. At least I hope. If you haven't and you're going to come to the showcase, please, and I absolutely do mean it, please do play the park before. That's a weird thing to say, play the park, but do download the park and visit it yourself, play the shooting ride, because the shooting ride is something that you don't want to be spoiled about, especially because the footage that I have for the shooting ride, like I obviously show you the full POV, is the footage of my high score. So yeah, that is actually there is a big high score to beat, guys. So that was always my intention with the shooting ride with Mind Blasters, was to have something that people could compete against one another. They could say, oh yeah, I have done, I don't know, 75,000 points or anything, and they're dollars actually, that they're not points in this game, in this shooting rides. So yeah, you'll see why again in a little bit. But something tells me that you'll like the little story and the little gameplay elements that I've added to the story. Especially because it's called Mind Blasters, so of course you're going to be mining. But the point is, while Mind Blasters is more gameplay focused, like it's supposed to have a lot of replayability to it and have a pattern to it. You have to learn where the targets are, especially the secret targets. There are several secret targets that you have to learn and that are unlocking other targets and everything. So yeah, that's a whole gameplay thing, and the balance is hopefully kind of good, I hope. Especially because some targets are harder to hit than others, you'll see why. But yeah, so Mind Blasters is absolutely gameplay focused, and the other shooting ride, I don't want to say the name of the shooting ride that I'll do for the contest because I want to keep it a secret for as long as possible. But this one is going to be so much narrative driven, and you guys have never seen me do a full narrative project before, and that's exciting because that's what I want to do now. That's really the whole storytelling aspect. Even Explorer's Landing is going to have a lot of that in the end. I can't say anything to you because I have so many plans for the future, and you guys are gonna be so excited to learn what those are. So anyway, so that's one project. The other project is, of course, A World's Lake. A World's Lake is our community park for the PS5. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a PS5 park in the end, but we have some PS4 members. We are yet to, well, no, actually, NH99 has made us a beautiful, like probably the best entrance on the PS5 yet. And everyone is waiting for me to do something with the park, and I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I know some of you guys will see this actual video, and I'm so sorry, guys, because I'm taking so long to do something. But I have a job, I have Simple Park to finish, and I don't want to do anything until I finish one project. And unfortunately, the shooting ride contest arrived, so I have to do that before the 3rd of March, which is pretty soon. Actually, I only have a month and a half to finish the shooting ride, which is not a lot. So I'm gonna be working non-stop, and then only then I will go on working on A World's Lake. So yeah, that's the plan for the beginning of the year. The shooting ride for, well, obviously Simple Park right now. So Simple Park is going on right now. You can download it right now. It's finished, and we're gonna have the park tour next week. So episode 15 to end up the series on a great note, you know. And then after that, there's gonna be a short break with some tutorials so that you guys don't have a big gap in content, you know, in Planet Coaster content, because of course there is my other type of content. But let's be honest, if you're here, you're mostly here for the Planet Coaster content. So yeah, tutorials. Then once I'm done with the shooting ride, I'm gonna have a trailer for that, and then not a making of, but something along those lines, you know, a backstage view or something. I don't know. I'm yet to figure it out because I've nothing done yet. I have the script plan, and which is a weird thing to say for a ride, you know. I have a script plan for the ride. Yeah, that's so cool to say. Like, I know the story, I know what's happening, I know everything that's going to happen, and oh boy, is it exciting. So yeah, that's the third thing that is, third thing that is going to happen in the beginning of the year. And then once March is going to come and the contest will be passed, then and only then will I work on A World's Lake. If you guys are part of the A World's Lake team, do let me know if you want the save before, because we still have the entrance plaza to do, and I have to do that. But still, if you want to do that, do let me know on my Discord, because you guys are still here, and we'll make something work. But yeah, that's almost the end of the speed build, and this is the last speed build I do for a long time, so that is really emotional for me to say, actually. And I've not talked a single bit about what I'm doing on the speed build. I'm so sorry, I always do that. I always monologue, but I will definitely let you guys know what I've been doing in the speed build once we get to the showcase. I promise you guys. So I hope that you guys have liked this format for the 14 episodes that it's been going. And yeah, that's probably one of the last speed builds that you're going to see on this channel. I'm sorry if you like this format, but I have to do something that is easier for my time. So with that comes the end of the final speed build. And welcome back to Simple Park. I know you guys like when I say welcome back to Simple Park. at least it feels satisfying, and it's not the last time. It's almost the last time, but it's not the last time. And yeah, this is pretty much our final version of the park. It's actually the version I'm going to be uploading on Friday from where I'm filming this. So, yes. We have Caterpillar over there, we have Michael's Mustang, and yeah, I just wanted you guys to see how different this place was, because yeah, Michael's Mustang was the last big addition of this whole area, and now basically the biggest addition is definitely this area. But first, I've done those little park board, let's call them that, with the park maps and everything. I absolutely love those. So yeah, we have all the attractions: Minor Matty's Tank Engine, Mind Blaster's Caterpillar, Michael's Mustang, Carpenter Craig's Log Flume, and Outer Wilds Ventures. And then here we have another post office like we had in Outer Wilds, with another mailbox, as I call them. So basically the mailbox are what I started using. Well, it's an excuse for the ATMs, you know. And I love having the ATMs being included as something that is canon in the universe of Outer Wilds. Well, in the town of Outer Wilds. So yeah, and then we have this little backstage thing with the access to the shop, the little bins, and how the garbage truck would access the park as well, because those doors would open. We also have the maintenance bay, which is probably my most realistic maintenance bay of the whole park, and we obviously have the actual maintenance of Mind Blasters here. So yeah, the whole maintenance for this thing, I've said maintenance so many times, and yeah, we have this big gate to exit or enter the park actually, and we have the other access to the other ticket booths for the parking tickets. And now we have our new shop and our new shout out to Moomin Little Socks with Moomin's Milk. I know this sounds grim, but sorry, that's way too funny to say. But yeah, Moomin's Milk, I had to shout him out because he is basically the one that gave me confidence to build things in Planet Coaster, and with his little 13 minutes episode, not episode, video to about how to be good at Planet Coaster, and this video really inspired me. And yeah, anyway, I was showing you the cups that we had placed in the last episode in Minor Matty's station. So yeah, now we have Dan's Donuts, another really good friend of mine and a mod on Matty's server. Basically, I love Dan. Dan is such a wonderful guy. He's got a YouTube channel as well, Dan's Theme Park. So he's building his Lego. Oh my God, Lego! I can't say Lego. Lego of everything. Okay, he's building his Lego theme park, and also he has built Alton Towers in Minecraft. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, you can search him on YouTube. He's great. I love him. And here we have the little oven to make the donuts, I guess, and we have the power lines that is connected to Richard's Pride. So Richard's Pride is actually, there's a big story behind Richard's Pride, and actually behind Mind Blasters at all, you know. So basically, Richard is my grandfather, and my grandfather was a miner in the north of France. Like, the north of France is a big mining area for France. And basically what I was going to do at first was having this idea for a shooting ride inside my mini park for the contest back in August. So yeah, that was a long time ago. That idea really comes a way back. But basically my grandfather was this miner that had a tool shed at the back of the house, and that's why I wanted to have this little tool shop. Imagine that the shovels and the pickaxes and the hammers are basically rubber toys, you know, so that kids can play with those. I think that's just great, and it's a great shout out to my late grandfather. I just loved him so much, and I still do. I know he's still there with me. He's left me a lot psychologically, so thank you, Grandpa. You're the best. And next we have Sheriff Shane. You guys know Shane. He's one of my mods, one of Maddie's mods, and one of Moomin's mod, actually. So yeah, basically it was an excuse to have him bridge Richard's Pride and the fire department for Outer Wilds. So the fire department is just a bad joke with the fire hose, wink wink. But yeah, I've actually made an old timer fire wagon, I guess. Yeah, that's how we could say it. But yeah, that's a fire wagon with the ladder that are basically iron girders placed on the bed of the is that the bed on the floor? Yeah, on the floor of the cart. So yeah, and we have this big bell, and yeah, there we go, Outer Wilds Fire Department. It's just a high building to hide better what is behind. And we have probably my favorite shop of the whole map, which is Baguette Burgers. And this sign is so cool. I used the planks. I had the idea of the planks, and I thought, why didn't I think of that with friendly French fries? And so this building is a staff building, and of course a Le 27, of course, with the baguettes and the sandwiches. That's just an idea I had to have Baguette Burgers. Like, why don't we make burgers with baguettes? Like that's awesome. Like, we make hot dogs out of baguettes when we do barbecues in France. So why not? Why not? That's just an idea I have. Maybe I will try it at one point. And then we have the piping that is flowing to the showers that are coming from the pumping station. And we have the little free refill for the bottle refillers. Yes, those are actually bottle refillers and not water refillers like I've been calling them for the longest time, because you don't refill water, you refill bottles. Anyway, so here we have this little entrance for mine blasters, which is actually a little bit tucked away. It could have been a bit more grandiose, but I think it's really fitting for the theme. So let's switch at night, because we have to enter this queue at night. There we go. And yeah, this is probably so far the most immersive queue I've done, even though I've done some really immersive cubes, but this one really tells a story. It's right up there with the Convergence, in my opinion, and I still have to upgrade the Convergence. But anyway, the point is, Professor Warren and Gunsmith Albrecht are working on the pig gun. Pig gun, basically, you don't have a pickaxe, well, mine it with a gun. And that's the whole theme of the ride. You are going in the mine, you don't have a pickaxe, but you have a gun, so you have to mine the different ores. So you have copper, its value is 10 points or $10, as I've told you earlier in the episodes. Or those are not points, those are dollars. So we have the silver, $25. Gold obviously is $50, and then we have rainbowite, which is $100. These are the high value targets that you want to hit with the full combo. The 15 times the amount of points to get a really high score. And I love the effects of those things. They are so cool. I just had the idea because I've worked obviously on Minor Maddie's tank engine, and I've perfected the rainbow effect. And so yeah, there is another nod, whatever, to my grandfather again, Overseer Richard. And here we have the leaderboards, with obviously the best score so far being my own, because nobody else has had the park so far. And yeah, I've had $80,490. So yeah, that's a high score to beat. I hope you guys will get to beat it. That means that I've done a good job and that you guys can actually play that really well. But yeah, this is basically the storage unit of the mine, and everything is, yeah, there is even the track going there, because I wanted to have the last scene there so that you guys could compare your scores with the other players. But yeah, we have the cantina right there. Above the cantina, we have the kitchen. We have a little storage for the kitchen, including a cold room with the little effects with the ventilations and everything. So, yeah, oh yeah, and this wheel actually is activating every time a train departs. So, I don't know if we'll see that. Let me see. Come on, no, you're exiting. So yeah, as you can see, the carts stop there because those are not trains. Those are not cars. Those are carts because you're on rails. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, there we go. The train is departing, and now we can see that thing, that mechanism is activating to send the train on its way. And so yeah, those are mine carts. Those are not actual cars like a dark ride because they're on rails. So we are going to Kart Central, and we're going to have my gameplay for the high score. So yeah, that was recorded a little bit before I did this this recording. So yeah, this station is totally detailed, by the way, and you guys will have to look inside of those rocks, because inside of those rocks is the trapped operator. The poor the poor operator is trapped there, and I put a door there so that the mechanic can actually access this place. And then we have Richard Sprite over there. So yeah, the gameplay you're about to see was taken in advance with the high score. I thought that 80,000 was enough of a good score to beat, and I think it is doable if you're fast enough to go to 90,000. So you guys will have to let me know your scores on Discord, but for now, let's ride this dark ride. Yes! So there we go. I hope you guys like this gameplay of Mind Blasters and that it gave you a little bit of insight to reach the overseer rank. But yeah, I just love this thing. I think it's really well balanced because you can easily fail if you miss a target. For example, you lose your combo and you're only to the 50,000 mark. So I think it's really well balanced. You really have to have skills, and it's really addictive as well because you learn something new every time. Obviously, I've play tested this thing, so it's absolutely easy for me to know where the targets are. But I hope you guys will get to learn the pattern of the targets and where they are and just get better and better and better. And I really want to learn your eye scores, basically. I really want this to be an arcade game that you can come back to. But yeah, this is our simple park with this little show building on the bottom left corner. And what a project, guys. What a damn project. I almost cursed. But guys, thank you so much for watching the Building a Simple Park series. This is not the end. There is still one more episode with the park tour, and I hope you guys will be there for the premiere next Sunday, so that will be the 29th of January. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please do leave a like and tell me in the comments why you liked it. Also consider subscribing not to miss the future projects as well as the park tour that is coming. But as for me, I've been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and I'll see you guys in the next one. À bientôt!